Cello to good honeybee yard. Beautiful Caribbean island of Trinidad. I'm Hans Tiemann and welcome to another Good Bees video. Smoke them, smoke them. Smoke the atmosphere. Alright, we're going to do a little check here to see what's going on with these colonies and fix them up to suit. So come along with me and let's see what I can find. All right. A little bit of smoke have them down inside the frame there, cleaning their nostrils by taking in some of that nectar. This side won't have anything, but today I'm going to put in a frame with some honey in it, as per advised by Big Smile. Thank you very much. This frame also have some honey and it have some emergent brood on both sides there. I would like to see the queen though. I'm not seeing any eggs. It looks like this colony has gone queenless. What to do? I'm going to make a serious look for this queen and I'll be back with you in a minute. Well, this nook, which was a nook, is now queenless, so I will have to decide what to do with it. Alright, moving right along. Let's open up this colony right here now. Can't be bothered with that right now, no? I need to ensure that I know exactly what I have to deal with here. Right. That's a solid feed. Alright, what I decide to do, I decide to move out that brood box and put them in a cleaner brood box. I have the brood boxes right here. So I will just change the brood box because I need to maneuver and ensure that I have to ensure that I have good maneuverability with the frames and all of that, instead of having all that sticking up of the frames. And look at how much honey I have done inside there to make sure I regularize everything. Now that the season with the soapvine is starting, I need to make sure that I fix them right in the pattern in which I know that works best. So if you notice, all this honey that they have here is not something I'm really interested in right now. I want to make room for the queen to lay. So I'm going to be removing all that extra honey. Right, so what we have here is frame number 1. If you're standing on the back of the colony, This is frame number 1. So we're moving out these two frames all together. Let's look at frame number 3. Frame number 3 is almost totally sealed. You just have a little bit on the end there that is open. On this side have some pollen down there. So I will use this as frame number 1. This here is frame number 4, and we have a nice brood pattern here. Also at the bottom of it have some some pollen, and we have some brood over on this side as well with a little bit of honey on the top. So putting them back in the same order that they came, this will now be frame number 3. I'll have to get another frame to put in frame number 2 position, but not these here. I'm going to get another frame, an empty one. You see, this is a better frame to put there, so the queen will be encouraged to come and lay. Okay, we're now looking at frame number 5. Frame number 5 have a lot more pollen. So, and it have a lot of honey on the top as well. So this could be a nice pollen frame. So guess what? This will now be frame number 2. I'll just shift it around, provided I can get it out easily. Come on. Alright, so we have frame number 1 and 2 have honey and pollen. Frame number 3 have brood, and frame number 4 is empty. So that is where I want the queen to lay. So I'm going to be making a brood nest right in the middle here, giving her enough room to lay eggs. Alright, this frame also have some brood, some honey, some brood on the other side with some larva. So you see what I'm talking about. This is where the brood nest is. So I will put this back in the same order, knowing of course that we have a fresh frame there that she could come and lay in. Okay, so frame number 6, as you see, we have a nice amount of brood on this side here. We have some larva as well. I don't know where the queen is. I haven't seen her yet. But we have a on this side here we have a dearth, we call it, which is we're making a queen cell, and they probably aborted it or something. So I see 2 of that kind of queen. It's not a queen copy, we call it a dearth. Yeah, so I'll just remove it so they wouldn't have no ideas. Take that idea away from them. So I will need to put in another empty frame here after this one. And you see, look, they have a bee there in the middle with some pollen on her legs. So they're doing well. Okay, hold on for a second again. I have to remind you that this is my Africanized bees. You see how they're behaving like pussycats right now? Don't trust them, you know. Alright, so hold on for a minute again. Okay, we are back. I'm going to give them this frame here to work. Nice frame. Of course, I'm going to put it in the middle. Position 6. This frame here only have a bit of honey on the top, but it have a lot of empty cells here which the queen could also lay in. I haven't seen the queen yet. This is an empty frame. You have no resources in it whatsoever. So I'll make this frame number 10. On second thought, there's the queen.
We meet
She's right
again.
there by my finger. You see her? The queen is right there. Okie dokie. Before she gets any ideas, let me put her in. But I'm going to be putting this frame as number 9. And there she goes. So this colony has now been reset. So what I'm also going to be doing, if you notice, there's a lot of propolis all the way around here on the inner cover. So I'm going to clean off that to make sure that it is easy to maneuver next time around. Right. So I'm just going to be putting back the inner cover here now. Without killing any bees. Give them back their solid sugar. That is what's sustaining them so far. Make sure it is not crusted at the top. And tomorrow I'll be able to put in some liquid feed there for them. These two frames that have a little bit of seal honey there, I will take it away. So right now this colony is set. You see, this is the amount of honey I take out. A bee stinging me right there because of the fast movement that I just made. See her there? So just take your hive tool and just scrape it off. I believe that the bees are quite aware of what you're planning to do, you know. So they know exactly when to harass you by planting their stingers. Anyhow, I'm happy that they are this quiet today. I'm just putting back in the entrance reducer. And what I can say about this colony is they seem to look happy. See? So I give them back the same entrance reducer that they had. The only thing I did was to change the brood box and reposition the frames inside so that I'll be able to better manipulate and manage this colony. So what I'm going to be doing now is going and do the same thing with all the other 2 colonies. This one here, this nook, have no queen, so I'll have to shake out those bees and let them beg lodging in some one of these colonies here. I am still seeing some bees being poisoned on the ground. You see how they're looking. So this manipulation that I'm doing here now, I don't know if I will have more poisoning going on or what. We're quite out over here. We have quite a lot of bees, which has come to their end. In fact, all over the ground here, in the drain there and everything, have a lot of bees. I can only do what I can do and hope for the best. Alright, moving right along, let's get to the other colony here now. I hope they behave as nice as this one. And I have my veil handy. Please, 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 please don't try this at home. It's a dangerous adventure. So let's see if we can open up this colony here and repeat that same thing we did just now. The bees seem to be munching on their food in a sparingly kind of manner. You see how difficult it is to get out the first frame? And this is what it looked like.
The good honey.
And this is why I need to do this exercise here to get all this honey out.
You found some gold.
That is way too much honey inside that box there.
We ride with the Huns.
I find this colony don't have so much bees. I wonder if it have a queen at all. All kind of strange things is born when bees are under stress, you know. More honey again, and it have a lot of nectar inside here. Now we reach the brood nest. You see how nice the hive knife comes in when you have to do a job like that? This is the brood pattern that she carrying here. But this frame have a lot of honey on the top, as you can see. Which is really nice. What I will do is I wouldn't change this box. That is why I clean it. Right. Another beasting here. This colony have a lot of honey down in here, boy. Okay, so this is the pollen frame. So I'll put it on the side here. It has some pollen and a little bit of brood there. So I want to make up this. I want to make up this brood nest in the way I know which it will thrive best. I want to show you something. You see, when you have the frames so stick up together like that, and you don't want to disturb the bees too much, you should get your hive tool right there. So push it down and wiggle it, so you'll be able to jar that piece of thing there and get a little leverage to move the frames apart without much disturbance of the bees, because a sudden disturbance would cause them to get riled up. You hear how they get riled up? Right, I do it so that you'll know the difference. Anyhow, so let's see what this frame have to offer. More honey on the top, as you can see. Some brood there. Same thing on this side. And I think this is another frame with pollen. I'll look at it in the light and see what's going on. Okay, so this frame have quite a bit of eggs in it, freshly laid eggs. So I will put it right here in the middle, and I'll put in 2 other frames alongside. So that the queen will be able to lay in it. And you see this nice frame that I've given her? thing real stick down hard, boy. Okay, so seeing that this frame was in position 1, I'll put it back in the same position. I haven't seen the queen. I'm seeing that inside here a little bit dark, you know, so I wouldn't worry myself too much. I know I see eggs, freshly laid eggs. You just have to be careful of how I putting back the frames and so on. Try to clean it up a little bit. Right on spot. All right. The frames that are in the top super, which I will not put back, I'm going to investigate and see if the queen doing anything up here, because I have no queen extruder, and see if I could use these frames down here, which seems to be very, very good. Yeah, man. So, by doing that, I know that the queen will come across here and start laying. I'm putting the honey frame in both ends, position 1 and position 10. And any frame that I need to induce the queen to lay in is what will go in the middle. Look at this thing now. This thing old and it kind of whitey looking, you know, so I know it's cold. You can't put back this in there. Most you could do is try to get them bees to change that pattern that they're in right now. But I have to move that honey that I have out there in a little bit, because these bees, they're looking like they want to go and check it out. So this is another good frame that I can put there. Position 9. Do any little cleanup you could do quickly. Make sure you have the space. Okay, so that's it. I will have to make a little check to see if I know the queen will be up here, you know. I don't think she will be in this box. But I still need to check to make sure. And we have to do it one frame at a time. Sometimes the queen could be running all around the place like a chicken with the head cut off. Especially if she gets a little scared. But I think I was gentle enough. You see, look at this frame. On top here is way too cold. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Come here in the light. See how this frame looking? Kind of whitish kind of way, like because it's too cold. The bees have too much. The little bit of bees can't keep the temperature in this hive good enough. So you see how it's looking whitey. I should have taken out this long time, but you know, things do happen. Right. So the queen is not up here nowhere. By now I would have seen her. So what I'm going to do now is to take all these frames that may attract rubbing, the bees to rub, and I'll put them away. You see how that colony, they're starting to get bees riled up, because they're smelling the honey right here. Some of the honey got little broken there. See, dripping a little bit. So I will need to make sure that the bees are not attracted by that. I'll take it right here into the honey room and secure it. Right, yes man. See, when you're doing things one hand, thing does happen, you know. Okay. Right. So let me get the other frames and I'll put it in the honey house there for safety, and wouldn't cause those bees to get too excited. So folks, I have to put you on pause for a little bit, and when I'm done with that, I'll come back to you again. Alright. Okay, so I just take care of that box, all those boxes, and ensure that it doesn't have a rubbing incident taking place. It have a little bit of spill on the ground, but that should be alright. Shouldn't cause up a problem. I shook the bees off from the nook that didn't have the queen. The nook that didn't have the queen into this box here, and most of the bees gone into that box already. So let's move on to this one now. All this is a little bit of propolis that was creep off here last time. So let's open up this super and see what it have inside. The super have a little bit of honey there, just barely enough. Same thing here. Okay, so this is the last one that have some honey on it, sealed honey. I would usually put the sealed honey in cans and leave the empty ones in the middle, because bees usually cap honey in the middle first. So at least in my area. Right, so that this super is set. Let's go down to the brood. And if you notice, I have down here an inner cover. So I had this colony compressed. I guess I will still have to keep them compressed until they develop better. You're probably wondering what I'm doing here. Check it out. I was scraping out all the propolis that got lodged here. If you notice these marks here is because of the queen excluder that I had here. So the bees put the propolis to seal it off. So this is a quick and easy way to clean that off. I'm also cleaning the frames, the top of the frames on both sides, on both ends, so that the bee space wouldn't be smaller. I'm taking out frame number 9, counting from left to right. Frame number 9 is really old, you know. See how hard down here is? Down here really hard. It have some drone cells there. On both sides, you know, see it? Both ends. Alright, frame number 10. Similar. See that dot there? A whole queen cell. Frame number 8 in very good shape. So most likely be replaced, be put back in. Frame number 7, it have a little bit of seal honey there, very chunky bit, and on this side have some as well, but it's a good frame for the queen to lay in. So it seems as though the brood nest is more to the left side. So what I'm seeing here now is sometimes it's good to, if the bees behaving themselves, to take off your veil. This frame number 6, have brood on it. So the brood nest starting from here, and we have emerging brood there, man. It look like it has some pollen in there as well. Yay! And it have some eggs too, and larvae. Let me double check that in a better light. Yep, that's exactly what it has. So that is where the brood nest is starting from, which is good. I'm thinking I should take out this box, you know. Yes, I could do that. I could remove this box. Let me get the other box first, eh? I'm putting it back onto the same bottom board so that the smell would still be there. Right. This queen is laying well. This queen is laying well. She's laying very well. I'm pleased with what she's doing here. Oh, oh. All right. She got quite a bit of brood here on both sides. Nobody likes to deal with propolis when it's sticking up in the frames like that. So, frames, no frames. So I'm putting 2 frames where the queen queen will have better place to lay. Either side of the brood, making the brood nest right there. You know what I'll have to do? I'll have to get 2 frames of honey that I took out just now from the other colony and put it down inside here. So bear with me. Okay, 2 frames of honey. I'm putting this in the end. Position 1 and position 10. We have to look for the queen now. The queen might be here somewhere. Ah, there she is. Let me introduce you to my queen. She right there. That's my queen. Pretty little thing, yeah? She's looking for a place to lay. She's sticking her head down inside the cell. Is either that or she's trying to hide from the light. Alright folks. And you see the queen is there, and at this point in time, she behaving very nice. The bees behaving nice. I have no problem. And this is Africanized bees. There she is again. So I will rest her down on this side, keeping an eye on her so that she won't get squeezed or anything. Right? Okay, so I know she in, and this colony isn't very strong, you know, but we have hopes that things will get better from now on. And we'll put the honey frame right there. I'm gonna clean out the ends first. cleaning frames like this is not something I like to do. I like to take my time and clean it much better, but sometimes you have to do a rush job, eh? Right. Make sure you have the bee space properly fixed. And now I will put them back together. I'm going to just shake these bees off here. So that they will all go and settle down in. Yeah, man. Just like that. I won't be putting back on that super. That is too much space for the bees to keep warm. Right now I need them to start building brood and all of that. So there you go. All I need to do now is to put back on the excluder. Sorry, not the excluder, the entrance reducer. Let's go to the front. I have some bees on the ground there, but I guess they'll find their way. See them here? Let's see if I can pick them up without getting a sting. And just drop them in there. Now look at the entrance. The entrance needs a little cleaning up. But there isn't much I could do. If I start to dig around here too much, they'll come at me. So the entrance were on that side, I believe. So let me just this entrance is too short. Oh, I had it in a slipshod kind of way. Alright, so put on the entrance reducer here. This is just a metal shimmer. It works well for when you have to do adjustments and things like that. It works really, really nice. I think the entrance was on the other side, you know. Anyhow, they will readjust because this is a whole program to get them to readjust and get them to start doing some work on the inside. Okay, so that's my sepi for you all today. Let me get all these things back in the bee house and let these bees get back to what they do best. You see how these bees here don't settle down already. The nook that was there, I put them into this box and it seems as though they settle down in there very nicely. This one over here settled down already as well. Man, if all the bees, that would be one of those things on top of my head again. If all the bees were to work and behave like this, we could work the bees without any gloves, without any veil, but Remember, this is Africanized bees, you know. This is not them quiet bees that you could manipulate and do anything with without consequences. It's Africanized bees. Right now they're in pussycat mode. See, I know exactly what to do with them and how to do it. Alright, so just a minute. Okay, double check. Make sure everything is as you know it's supposed to be. Alrighty then. Don't forget, folks, when you're pointing at somebody or something, don't point like this, because so much fingers come back at you. What you do is to point like that. Similarly, when you're looking at the video and you want to feel proud of what you see, you give me a thumbs up, right? And you have fingers coming back at you, which is very nice. The more thumbs up you give, the more fingers will come back at you. But if you give a thumbs down, watch, no fingers coming back at you. They're gone. So a thumbs up will be real nice. Like and share, subscribe, ring that bell icon, tell a friend. Comments are welcome in the section below. And this is Hans T. Yeman signing off, and wish you all the best. You know the season coming up just now, so I wish you knew it from now. Alright folks, keep the jokes for later. I'm happy with what went on here, except I lost the nook. Sorry buddy, you tell me to put in frames of honey in there, but that queen seemed to have been destined to leave anyhow, and she gone. I see no queen in there, so no big thing. We had to move on and do the best we can with what we have. So I have started to clean up the other apiary, and we have quite a few colonies there that's surviving, so we have to get ready and work them to suit. Right here I only have 3 colonies, as you can see. When I go over to the other apiary, I would make a video and send it out to you. Alright, TTFN, bye for now. Thanks for watching. After moving out the electric bees from that old electrical panel, we put them in here. So now I'm going to see if I could reduce the entrance a bit. So that seemed to be, whoa. Look at how they're behaving now, boy. I just go to rest that reducer there and they fly out at me, man. I've got to get a smaller piece. Look at that. Alright. I'll do for all you. I'll come back in a little time when you settle down a little bit. Okay, so I'm back. I'm going to attempt to put in this shim here, this reducer shim, at the entrance of this electric bee colony, and hope that they don't behave like they behave just now. I give them about 2 hours to calm down, and you notice it have some wax moth and the comb that they're cleaning out in the corner there, and they come in with a lot of nice little pollen there, man. So I just need to reduce this entrance here so that it'll be better able to maneuver themselves inside there. Here goes. Alright, see them? You see them how they're behaving? Watch. They don't like the entrance reduced at all, you know. So soon enough I have to skid that out of here. Alright, right here at the Good Honey Bee Yard, beautiful Caribbean Island of Trinidad. I'm Hans T. Yeman, and before I get sting, I go on.
Okay, so go into the Google now. Alright. So on YouTube. Alright, you go and search. Well, I have typed it up already, so it's stored. Good honey. Which is clear. And they'll show up, have more. Click on one. So you could give a thumbs up. And you could press the bell to subscribe.
Today I want to go and do a little liquid feeding. Yes, man. The beekeeper's work is ongoing, just like that. So what we have here, we have a good pile of homework to do here now. This is what the waxman leave me with. Okay.